Okay, what I'm going to show you here is how to install Tor on a DigitalOcean droplet. First off, I'm going to start off with what they have with an installation. So if you go to the Tor URL here, I'll have all this posted. This is configuring a Tor relay on Ubuntu, which is a derivative of Debian. And as far as DigitalOcean says, it's okay to run a Tor relay. You do not want to run a Tor exit node because the Tor exit node can lead to a lot of abuse complaints and potentially get your account shut down. So I'm going to show you how to install a relay, and there's been plenty of relays installed on DigitalOcean. I've checked on the site that has an index of all the Tor relays, and I think there may be well over 100 that are hosted with DigitalOcean out of the thousands. All right, so starting off here, I'm going to SSH into my droplet. Make sure. Okay. This assumes you have your droplet already set up. So I've got my keys. Okay. So sudo apt get update. All right. And once my droplet updates here, I'm going to go ahead and run the command for apt-get install Tor. Okay, here we go. Yes. The nice thing is it looks like the droplet's configured, so DigitalOcean has their own repository for Tor. Okay, so we have this set up. So what we want to do now is this is a configuration of this URL is a configuration of the Tor relay. So what we're going to do now is we need to get to our Tor RC. So let me see here. So what directory are we in? So I got to find the configuration file. So it should be under etc. Let's change directory Tor. Yes. All right. Sudo nano. And then I'm going to edit this file. So what I want to do with this file is locate the file on your system and then open up the text editor and add these lines. Okay. And actually, I'm going to do a couple things here. So our nickname, the nickname we give our relay here after nickname, and I'll go, that's going to be how we're listed here in the Tor network. All right, so let me adjust these here. I just leave the policy as is. I didn't, I wonder how many people leave it like this and what it auto configs to. But I'm going to do this to DigitalOcean example. 1, 2, 3. That should be fine. And I'll do this at andrew@sourcehub.com. Okay. And we want this saved. So what we do now is we're going to do service Tor restart. All right, something went wrong here. Let me see. All right, I'll be back in a second. All right, I recognize my problem. My nickname was too long. All right, so let's try this. This is DigitalOcean 1, 2, 3. All right, let's try. Okay, good. So that's not illegal. Okay, so we can check all our services. And if you look right here, Tor is running. Good. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to check our logs to make sure everything's up and running. So change var log list, change directory, Tor. All right, so there's our log, tail, log. Okay. So we may have some initial issues, but I restarted it. So connecting to directory, finishing handshake with directory server. All right, so it looks like some things are still going on here. Let's see if anything catches up here. Loading relay descriptors. All right, so this is a little bit boring. Maybe I should wait a little bit before I post more. All right, after rechecking this, the Tor service just needed a little bit more time to get things running. So according to our logs here, everything's been tested. Let's see here. So our port is reachable. So we are connected to the network here. And it'll be a little bit long before we probably get published to the network here. So we can see here we're doing okay. And I'm going to load up. So here's my DigitalOcean droplets. And this is the Tor demo. And what we should see is just an initial bump in our internet traffic, and that's the test. If it loads, it's supposed to load. That's no good. All right, well, anyway, here's another Tor node I've had up for a little over a day. And you can see internet traffic here. So there you go. So how Tor works with its bandwidth is it starts you off slow, then it hits you after about 8 days. And then afterwards, after that, it evens out depending on how long you run it. So most Tor nodes, it seems the lifespan's only a few weeks at most. And there's a couple outliers that go on for even over a year, but most don't last very long. All right, so there you go. That's how you run Tor. Mostly everything's configured. And make sure you run a relay unless you really know what you're doing. But running an exit node, which means that's a Tor node that reaches out and goes to whatever site on the web, and that node can commit abuse, or if there's any abuse committed on the internet, it looks at that node as the culprit, and that's where the abuse complaints come from. Or it's the exit node for whatever dark net out there. Exit nodes are needed, but they're more risky. It's a lot safer to just run a relay because that's just brokering traffic between the nodes. Anyway, I hope this helps. This is how you start a Tor relay on your DigitalOcean droplet.